exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to some more recap and review of Thursday Night Football. This time it was the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you didn't bet your mortgage on the Baltimore Ravens. I hope you didn't bet anything on the Baltimore Ravens, because the Baltimore Ravens lost this game 22-10. Miami wins. This was a sloppy, disgusting performance from the Ravens. They just never looked in sync. Lamar looked weird, like he just didn't play well, which is not something you usually say when you're talking about Lamar Jackson. He looked out of sync. The whole offense looked out of sync. The defense kind of played well. I mean, you're playing Tua / Jacoby Brissett. They kind of both played a little bit. It was mostly Tua, but the defense played kind of well. They turned over Tua. They tried to turn over Tua. I don't know. The Dolphins defense, man, they played how everybody thought they were going to play at the beginning of the season. They played more like the 2020 Dolphins defense that was like top 5 in the league. They turned over Lamar Jackson. They turned over the Ravens offense. They got a fumble recovery for a touchdown. I mean, the defense played probably its best game of the season. Held Lamar Jackson and that high-powered Ravens offense to 10 points. And they didn't score that touchdown. It was Lamar Jackson to Mark Andrews until the fourth quarter. So I don't think it's cause for concern just yet. This is the Dolphins' third win of the season, the Ravens' third loss of the season. I don't necessarily think it's cause for concern for the Ravens just yet. I think it might have just been a slip-up. It was an early game on Thursday, not a lot of time to prepare. Lamar just got caught off guard. Everybody has bad games, man. I don't necessarily think Ravens fans should be burning down the castle or saying John Harbaugh should be fired, Lamar Jackson's a scrub, cut him, trade him, do whatever. I don't think that people need to overreact that much. I think it was just a bad performance, a bad week, and I think they'll be better next week. Now, if this trend continues and they start to not be able to put up points against teams that they're better than, or even teams that they're not better than, and even if they can't put up points against playoff teams, then because the Ravens at this point have Super Bowl aspirations. So if you can't beat the Dolphins, then there's a little bit of worry. But if this trend continues and the Ravens start to look sluggish, they start to look like the Kansas City Chiefs of the recent history of this season, then there'll be more cause for concern later on down the road if this pattern continues with the Ravens offense looking bad. I mean, the defense didn't play horrible. You did allow 22 points to a Dolphins offense that's not that great. Tua, I don't really believe in. He's got those injury concerns, obviously. I don't think he's got the arm talent that you need to be able to be a elite quarterback in the league. Now, I'm not saying that Tua is going to be a scrub, but I don't think he has the right decision-making. He's got good decision-making, but I don't think he has the elite decision-making that you need to be a really good quarterback in this league, like Lamar has. Lamar has elite decision-making. And he also has elite explosiveness, something that Tua doesn't have. So, I don't know. This is a weird one. This is a really weird game because I came into it in yesterday's video predicting the Ravens are going to win. Easy. It wasn't even a second thought. I never even once considered the Dolphins winning this game. And yet, watching the game really was eye-opening. Because if the Dolphins' defense can play like this the rest of the season, there's a small chance they can make the postseason. as a 7 seed wild card. Like, if their defense plays as good as they did, holding an elite offense to 10 points in an NFL game in 2021, holding Lamar Jackson to 10 points in 2021, that's a great performance from the defense. And the offense didn't really do anything wrong. They didn't do anything spectacular. They didn't do anything wrong. So it's good signs for the Dolphins from the perspective of the front office and like on the field perspective, because obviously you want to win every single game. But this season kind of is a little bit washed. At least it was before this game. You came in as a 2-win football team. It's the middle part of the season, closing in on the end of the season. The Texans have already given up. The Lions have already given up. Do you really want to ruin your chance at a top 3 draft pick because you beat a Ravens team that has aspirations of a Super Bowl just to on a meaningless Thursday night game, just to add that 3rd win to your resume that could alter your positioning in the draft? Like, do you really want that? Because you've got teams like the Falcons, the Panthers, the Broncos, the Jets. You got all these teams that are really, really bad that could jump you for that top 5, top 3 pick in the draft because you won this meaningless game against the Ravens. So that's the other perspective. That's the perspective of a fan that's looking towards the future, possibly drafting a different quarterback or maybe trading for Deshaun Watson. Well, that's a different story, but possibly looking at a different direction instead of Tua. Like, this game kind of ruins that a little bit. I mean, 3 wins is not great. It's still a top 5 draft pick, most likely. But if they continue to play like this, get a couple more meaningless wins, then you're not really going anywhere. This isn't a playoff team. I know I mentioned earlier that they could possibly sneak into the 7th seed, but I don't really see that as happening. I don't think this defense is that great. I mean, they played really well. They played their best game of the season tonight or yesterday, but I don't think they can continue that for a consistent amount of time. So do they really want to risk jeopardizing their draft pick for meaningless wins? And that's to say they could even get some more wins. Like, I don't remember what their schedule is off the top of my head, but I don't know if they even have a chance at beating these other teams that they have to play. So I know they have to play the Patriots one more time, I think in week 18. So who knows what the Patriots are going to be by then. And for the Ravens, like, it's not concerning yet. It's not panic mode yet. You lost 1 game to a bad Dolphins team. You just got caught off guard. You move on. You burn the tape, and it's over. Like, you look past it. You move on to the next week. But like I was saying, if this trend continues, Ravens can't put up points, they start to slip a little bit, that's when you start to evaluate things. You start to look a little bit deeper into things. You start to think, oh, maybe Lamar needs some help. Maybe he needs a better running back. I know they had a ton of running backs get injured. I'm not forgetting that fact. I'm not taking that away. Maybe you need to look at a different wide receiver room. Maybe you need to get some better offensive linemen. Maybe you need to get some help on defense. Maybe you need to, because Lamar's not the problem. At least not the biggest problem. He's clearly not the biggest problem. So maybe you need to look at getting some different weapons for Lamar, spending some money in the offseason, doing something to help this team, because this team is electric. They have a good defense, a good enough defense to make a difference in the playoffs. They have an electric offense, but if they can't beat a team like the Dolphins, who's really not going anywhere, they're just spinning in circles, like, it's not concerning just yet, but if it continues, it could be. It could become concerning. So that's really what I feel about that. It's definitely a shocking result, no doubt, losing to a team like the Dolphins, but I don't think just yet, Ravens fans, I don't think just yet you need to be burning down the castle trying to fire John Harbaugh or anything like that. So I think you'll be back to normal. At least I would hope you'd be back to normal next week. So it's a weird 1-game hiccup from the Ravens. Burn the tape, move on. Dolphins get a meaningless win. It's good and bad at the same time. I don't know. Let me know down below what you guys think of the game. If you were as shocked as I am, I would assume everybody was shocked as I am, because literally nobody that I ever talked to thought that. Even my brother, who is a Dolphins fan, thought this was going to be a loss. So I don't know. So let me know down below what you guys thought. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.